bottom right, in the proxy hatch pink, it's teawave. And in the top left, in the extractor trick teal, it's FinatuPacco. Going for that low ground wall.
Yep, low ground wall coming up. Now, it wasn't FinatuPacco who was having trouble. No, FinatuPacco wasn't having trouble with the walls earlier, right?
I don't want to think about the walls earlier. Okay? Let's just... Yeah, also it was Jackson.
Okay, Jackson was having trouble with the walls. Okay, so FinatuPacco should be able to get a nice wall off and take a quick natural against teawave. I believe teawave was actually having difficulty busting like teawave's Protoss. Yeah, busting the weird wall.
Okay, let's see where this drone is headed. Nowhere exciting. Damn it. Damn it. Why doesn't anybody proxy hatch in this game?
Maybe one day. Maybe one day. This probe is doing a very extensive runaround. I feel like FinatuPacco just sort of like held shift and clicked everywhere. But he'll get a lot of scouting information as long as he doesn't die to, anything too early. The pool just now gets thrown down, so there aren't going to be any lings or queens to contest it. That's for sure.
All is, yeah. It's going up.
Yep, the wall is going up. It kind of looks like he may have gotten some walling lessons from Jackson, but we'll see how it finishes.
Yeah. So Finatu is kind of taking the Nexus a little later than thought he was going to.
Yeah, I mean, with the low ground wall, you can generally take it, either right after the gateway or right after the cyber. But, I mean, I guess it's going to be after the forge and maybe a cannon. No, here it goes.
After the forge.
Yeah.
And he's still gasless, too, so he's not even going to have warp gate for quite a while. He hasn't even built the accumulator.
Yeah, well, being gasless will get that Nexus up quicker, and I do like it for that, but Warp Gate is such a crucial upgrade that you don't really want to delay it any longer than you have to. So I'd maybe prefer if he didn't make the Forge so quick, but did get gas and Nexus at about the same time. Double gas going down now, though.
Yeah, but he did scout T-Wave's base and did see that it was hatch first.
Mm-hmm.
So would have been able to tell that there's not going to be any quick lings or a huge flood of lings coming his way anytime soon, and the gas was taken actually pretty late as well. And ling speed only just started now.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, Finatu is choosing to bank up quite a bit of minerals.
Yep, you could be using it on extra gateways. You don't really want to make those yet, though. I think this is a lot to do with him just being gas light, because he could be spending it on upgrades. He could be spending the money on really upgrades and probes is what he'd want to be spending this on. Eventually more gateways, but you don't really want to build the extra gateways unless it's for a timing when the warp gate's going to finish. So you could throw them down soon.
Yeah, we'll see.
Going on a stroll with this mothership core, though, so I'm guessing this is checking for the third base. You know, there are queens. There are certainly queens at every hatchery, and you don't really want to trade with one of those queens because if you're on creep, they can chase you down and kill you. And a lot of lings coming out for teawave. So very, very aggressive opening coming up. I'm going to catch that stalker.
Oh, that's really good for teawave. A stalker should not have been out like that.
No, and this could potentially screw with Finatu's plans because there is, you know, that stalker zealot was moving out as if to go for a warp gate attack, since it was timing with the finish of the warp gate and a few extra gateways. Is there a pylon on the map? That may have also gotten taken out by those lings.
No, there's not. But two-base Spire with only 3 gas is a pretty interesting move from teawave.
Yeah. Yeah, quite interesting. I mean, he has a lot of minerals, but Spire isn't really great for dumping your minerals. So we could have a big Ling Flood and then eventual Mutalisk. I mean, he'll have probably like 700 gas by the time this finishes.
And it's looking like Finatu isn't really going to be able to do anything about this. So he hasn't scouted it yet. I don't think the Mothership Core went over there.
I don't think so either.
Oh, crazy. So he does. T-Wave does decide to take that macro hatch. Looking like they're going to power up for a big attack.
It's interesting to see macro hatch before. Oh wait, no, the third is taken, just not at the location I was suspecting.
7 Mutalisk on the way will be able to harass the mineral lines with Finatu quite easily, actually. There are not many units nearby to chase them away.
Yeah, now, okay, Mutas are staying at home. Possibly going to bank up a few more for the surprise Mutalisk. Okay, no, moving out on the map now. Which I think is the correct choice.
So T-Wave can just go to the front of the natural with these lings and then take the Mutalisk around, or take the Mutalisk around to the back, actually, of the main and harass the mineral line and hopefully pull the units of FinatuPacco out of position and then get the lings to flood in.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that Zealot will probably stay there, though, and the SimCity is pretty decent, although you can get a lot of surface area on that one pylon. The pylon next to the Zealot.
T-Wave moving in right now. And these probes, they need to be pulled. Where's the reaction? He's losing a lot of probes.
A lot of workers went down there, so not a good situation for Paco.
And Blink isn't... I don't think Blink's done.
I don't think so either.
And I don't even think
hitting the front.
And Charge was started, not Blink.
Lings are in. The Lings are in the base, but they're not going to do much damage. They actually went for that Zealot instead of the Pylon, which is an interesting choice. But, yeah, oh, and the Mutas are back in the main, doing a bit more damage, bouncing around, being as distracting as they can. What do we have in production? Double Stargate. So double Stargate from Paco, but the Mutas can just start poking away at it.
Yeah, it's in kind of an awkward position where they actually block off that that pathway completely. So the stalkers have to go around in the mineral line to get to the other side of the Stargates.
Mm-hmm.
It just takes them a lot longer to do that. The next scan will go down though, and scares Mutalisk off for now.
But this gives T-Wave the time to respond to that. And getting a Hydra Den, there's actually nothing in production from the Stargate, because there really isn't that much gas. Both these players floating a lot of minerals, but the gas is limiting their production.
I imagine this will be Phoenix, and there are double Phoenix coming out of those Stargates. Now with unupgraded Phoenix, it's kind of like you really have to babysit those Phoenix to get them to take like 0 damage from the Mutalisk. but that might not even matter. The Lings flood in, but good force fields go down. End up killing all of them with very little effort. Now the Phoenix are finally out.
Focus fire from the mutas was on the stalkers, so that reduces the stalker ball quite a bit. Gonna take out a sentry and a stalker here as well, but losing a few mulas for that. I'm not sure if I like the trade for teawave. Lot of lings, 56 lings and 7 hydras in production. Like, that is so many lings. Taking advantage of that macro hatch, hitting a lot of inject cycles. And, I mean, I'm not sure if this army can handle that many lings. The Phoenix aren't going to be any help with dealing with that. Hydras are going to be on the back line doing a bit of DPS. And if the lings can get on top of the stalkers, the mutas can...
They're going to try and get that wraparound. The Lings do get that nice wraparound, and the Mutalisks are doing a ton of damage to the Stalkers, taking out pretty much all of them. And the Phoenix, they come to the party late, but the Hydras on the ground are going to be able to zone them out. And the Mothership Core explodes, and GG, T-Wave takes game 1. In the explosive teal, it's FinatuPacco. Slowing down the game. Unacceptable. And in the bottom right, in the, I don't know, the pine tree pink, it's T-Wave.
So I'm curious what type of situation happened to make the pine trees pink.
Well, it's this pretty early scout.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened.
So the quick scout turned the pine trees pink?
Yeah.
The pine trees scouted in a forest.
If it is a quick scout. Yeah, it does.
Okay.
This might be a cannon rush. This is cannon rush.
Yep, forge on the way.
This is a preemptive cannon rush.
Yeah, this is like the long-range cannon rush. This is the type of cannon rush that really, like, if it's not scouted, just does not fail.
Well, T-Wave, I think, has gone hatch before pool in almost every game, and does like a semi-scout, but doesn't scout in this northern position of the natural, and did just see that probe come in from kind of a weird direction, so that might tip them off and be like, why did that probe come in from that direction? It should have come in from like the more western position.
Yeah, so that could give it away. There's a cannon in production already. Is that at the main?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, cannon
afraid of
a
ling attack.
He saw the hatch.
Okay.
Anyway. Just playing it extra safe.
I don't think Paco really needed to put that cannon down in the main.
No.
He saw the pool go down.
I think he also only really needs the one cannon here, but 2 of them will go down, and this is certainly going to be denied. Did he time it right so that the hatch would finish first?
I don't think T-Wave even knows yet. Just a little bit too early, but T-Wave okay, this is... that
was the second pylon.
I guess for a pylon.
Yep, for a pylon. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wanted, he could have went to the high ground and did like a 3 pylon wall on the ramp, and then threw up a few cannons as well to deny it even harder, and really do like a 1 base contain. But this is just going to be a very expensive canceling of that base.
And Finatu checking the third base, or a common third base location, to see if T-Wave has been like, well, I guess I'm going to have to expand in a very strange position. Now this queen can actually go in from the right side and take out that 1 pylon
It can. I think you can even get to both of them.
Yeah, it can, but it's gonna have to very slowly.
Yeah, one at a time.
Make its way over there.
So yeah, that queen could take this out for free, but it will take a long time, and you're gonna want your natural before then. So as teawave, do you try and retake your natural, or do you go all in from this situation?
Well, it's looking like teawave is going to try and take it back with the spine crawlers and the creep tumor down near the natural.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And there's is that a proxy robo? That's totally a proxy robo.
Yeah, proxy robo. Proxy robo at the alternate third base location. So this is a really interesting strategy from Finatu. I'm guessing he's going to pump out a few immortals.
Yeah, a few immortals and Baneling a nest.
Okay, going to Baneling bust that cannon. I don't know how I feel about this. You know, speed is going to be finished before the immortals. I guess he's thinking he needs to Baneling bust the wall at the Protoss base.
I guess that's something that teawave might be thinking about.
So he's going to make some static D at home and try to bust the Protoss. This could work. I mean, there's a cannon in the mineral line, but if he makes a few Banelings, like if they die in the mineral line, they're still going to explode and kill a lot of probes. Or they can hit the cannon.
Well, these lings are going to get the stalker surrounded. And actually, good position on the stalker and the probes. The cannon is going to do a lot of work on these lings and push them back in time.
Baneling nest is finished, so he can morph those at any time. And you really want to kill that stalker before its shields come back.
Yeah, this... Okay. So that stalker taken out. Now, lings try to go in from the left, but it is completely walled off. They are going to finally surround this cannon, the probes.
Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to support the ASL by hitting the button now.